Hey, good evening. First, I want to thank Robin so much for inviting me in here to talk with her amazing team, which includes my team this evening. I hate that I cannot be here live, but I am slinging bling. I do a 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Thursday, Blingo Live. So that is what I'm currently doing, but I had to come in here and record this and share with you a little bit about my experience with the Eric Worre. So I have been a paparazzi independent consultant for 10 years. So my consultant number is 6442. You've heard that, right? I have a 4-digit consultant number. And my current upline is Robin Frank. There's nobody in between me and her. But over the years, that wasn't the case. I have been blessed with learning who Eric Worre is. So what I appreciate about what I've learned from Eric Worre is that it generally keeps me in contact with what's going on in direct sales, multi-level marketing world, period, which I have been able to integrate into being an independent consultant. So little background, I am a 6-figure earner, a bling boss with paparazzi accessories. When I started the business, the life of the party did not exist. So I have now hit my highest level of life of the party is platinum level seller. And I don't know, it's been years since I found Eric Worre, but I did find him and I bought this book, Eric Worre GoPro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. And it literally changed my life in this business. And I have a couple pages highlighted, but if you're looking for scripts and things like that, that's what this is for. I also, when Robin said, can you come here and share your experiences attending and being part of Eric Worre's world? So he does a GoPro program at the end of every year in December. And so my first time attending was during a pandemic, so I didn't get to go face-to-face. There was a chance to go face-to-face in Vegas. But I do like the fact that now we can attend online without having to fly out to Vegas, which is an option. And I'm sure he's going to come in here and tell you about that. So I've attended his GoPro. After attending a couple of GoPros, I decided to spend money on my own professional development, and I became part of his accelerator program. And then once I hit 6 figures, I decided to increase the amount of money I spent on my professional development in order to make me a better leader and a better business owner, and became part of his mastermind group, where I was able to learn and glean from other 6- and 7-figure earners. So when Robin asked me to come in here and would I come in here and speak, I was like, well, sure, I got plenty of notes from Eric Worre. I didn't realize how many notes I have that are not digital, because now I keep things on my laptop, Google Drive, so I can pull them up wherever I am. But I still am old school, like to do paper and pencil. So I went through my notebooks and I was like, oh, I have notes in here from Eric Worre all throughout this book of things that he's taught me. So this is one notebook of things I've learned from him. And one of the great things is he brings in people who are also experts in their areas, such as social media, such as TikTok, Instagram, great with building brands. So I am the Cuter Than Most Accessories is my jewelry brand, and my team are the Cuter Than Most Bosses. And so he'll bring people in that are experts in that. He'll bring people in who are in business with their spouses and will help you with building your brand with your spouse, or building your brand in spite of your spouse's assistance. So that was one notebook. I have this notebook that has notes in there from working with Eric Worre. So some of the things that I have is the 4 seasons of leadership. I have other people in here he's taught us about GoPro. To GoPro, you have to work on your environment, you have to work on your skills, that there's stages to different levels in the business. When you are making between $0 and $100,000 a year, that's where you're learning the basics and you're working your butt off. Did that. And then once you hit the stage 2, where you're making $100,000 to $1 million, which is where I sit, and our amazing upline Robin currently sits, where you're working on duplication, promotion, promoting events, products, and promoting things that will help our teams grow. And the next level, which is stage 3, I'm not there yet, where you're $1 million plus, where you're working on leadership development and you're working on mentorship, and you're identifying other leaders and coaches to develop into leaders. Things you do is adapt to change quickly. Self-investment, mentors and masterminds, There's 4 pillars to a rock star brand. So your standards, what are you going to be known for? What are you going to stand for? Like, these are the notes I have from deciding to invest in my personal development. And I did it because I not only wanted to grow as a person, but I wanted to help those on my team who entrusted me as their business partner to help them, coach them, and create something that they could duplicate, that they could model after. So I wasn't even going to talk about any of these. I pulled up another book. This one says, ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened. Matthew 7:7. And it used to be, much clearer than that, but I have so much information in here. This turned into the book where I kept my Tuesday tea notes. So I do a Tuesday tea on my business page every Tuesday. And it didn't start off with that. Like, one of this page right here is where Eric Worre teaches, what is it? The 5 points. Oh, did I change the page? I think I missed the page, y'all. I got to go find it. Oh, here it is. Network Marketing Pro. He taught the top 5 list of what leaders must possess. So I wanted to share that with you because I always tell people that even if you aren't leading a team, the one person you're always responsible for leading is you. So you are always a leader because you are responsible for leading yourself. And first, you have to lead yourself to be able to lead others. So he says, what leaders must possess is leaders must be independent. And what does that mean? Independent of what others think about you. In order to lead yourself to the promised land, to your goals, to success, to being a better you, you have to be independent of what other people think about you, not care. The second thing that he taught is you have to be a problem solver. If you want to be a leader of yourself in your life, if you want to be a leader, and this angle is probably absolutely positively horrible. I'm not being a good example of where it should be. It should be up here. All right. I should be looking straight ahead. All right. Lesson number 1. You should be a problem solver. All right. You shouldn't always be seeking other people to solve your problems. You should know how to solve your own problems. I didn't say it, Eric Worre said it. Number 3, if you want to be a leader, you must possess consistency. You have to be consistently doing the right things. All right. Be consistent is his wording. If you want to be a leader, you must possess action. You have to be able to create action, not waiting for someone to create action in your own life, action for your business, waiting for someone to give you a 3-day challenge or a 5-day challenge or a 10-day challenge or a 30-day challenge. No, when you are a leader of your own life, you find out what your goal is and you create your own challenge. And you say, in 3 days, I'm going to get this done. In 5 days, I'm going to get this done. In 10 days, I'm going to get this done. In 30 days, this will be done. That's what leaders of their own lives, and that's what leaders of other people must do, according to Eric Worre. Number 5 is you have to have a big vision. Excuse me, need some water. Got some right here. That's my brand. Hear the most. Branding, something I learned by attending trainings by Eric Worre. So big vision is the 5th one. You have to think, dream, walk, live, operate in thinking big, big vision. So I took one of those things. I thought to myself, what would my team need out of those 5 points? And I said, you know what? I'm going to work on problem solver. I'm a former elementary educator. Elementary assistant principal is what I did before I did paparazzi accessories full time. My business outgrew the paycheck that the school system was giving me. And I decided that if I can make this amount of money while working full time, then I'm confident that without the full-time job, I can make more money and touch more lives outside of the classroom. And this is why I have my iPad down there, because it's slipping. Time to buy a new stand. It served its purpose. Time to invest in a new iPad stand. iPad, because I'm an Android fan, Galaxy S22 here. The iPad was a gift from Paparazzi Accessories because I decided to spend money on professional development, developing myself through Eric Worre's program that he offers by paying. This is one thing he said, you can pay to put yourself in the room with people that otherwise you wouldn't be in a room with. So I've sat next to and rubbed shoulders with people like Stormy Wellington. I've sat next to and rubbed shoulders like people with Eric Worre, because instead of waiting for the opportunity to be invited to the room, I paid for to be in I worked hard, could afford to, and then paid for the professional development, right? For the mastermind, which is only you have to be able to make a 6-figure. So I worked hard, which is one of the things he said. Stage 1, you have to work the business when you're between $0 and $100,000. But I decided to go deeper into problem solving. What does enhancing your problem solving abilities mean? So that's what I want to share with you before you hear Eric Worre come in here. And I'm going to try to make it quick because I don't want to take up all the time. I know Robin has some great things to share with you. I know Eric has some great things to share with you. And I know I want to give you an opportunity to take all this in. So 6 things you can do to be a better problem solver, which is only one of the 5 things you do to be a better leader. To be a problem solver, you need to focus on the solution, not the problem. We all have problems. All right. Not enough time in the day. That's a problem. But how can I focus on the solution to that? That is what problem solvers, you can do that. You are on your way to being a master problem solver. What are other ways you can enhance your problem solving skills? You can adapt 5 ways to clarify and identify the problem. All right. Ask yourself why 5 times. So if, for instance, your answer is I don't have enough time. I know how to share the jury. I know how to have home parties. I know how to do lives. I just don't have time to do it. Then ask yourself, why do I not have time to do it? Because I have these kids I need to take care of. All right. So it's not why do you have the kids to take care of? Because we know how you got the kids. Okay. We know how that happened. But it's more so, what do you have to, why are they taking up all of your time? Why are your children consuming all your time? And another one is that I like to use an example is, we'll start from scratch. Why are you late you're late for work? So why am I late for work? Because I keep sleeping in. Why do I keep sleeping in? Because I feel tired. Why do I feel tired? Because I go to bed late. Why do I go to bed late? Because I drink coffee late in the afternoon. So the real reason you're late for work is because you're drinking coffee too late in the afternoon. So change that. Change drinking coffee too late. Now, this was one of my things. I don't drink coffee, but I do drink caffeinated green tea. And I know I know some of y'all gonna say, oh, I don't have that problem. Then I'm not talking to you, sister, but you got a problem. So you can ask yourself these 5 whys, and it'll lead to the real underlying reason why this is a problem for you. And so for me, I know that I can't drink green tea after 12 o'clock, or when it's time for me to go to bed, I'm gonna feel tired, but it's gonna be hard for me to go to sleep. And then I'm gonna wake up the next morning and be sleepy. Then I'm back in the same cycle again where I gotta drink green tea to stay awake, and the cycle continues. So I stopped drinking it after 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I'm able to go to bed and actually sleep at a good time. And then I can wake up in the morning and start my day over. So ask yourself 5 whys. Why is something a problem for you? It's a problem because of this. And that's a problem because of this. Why, 5 times. So you can say, why am I not hitting my rank? Your goal is to hit a rank. It's a problem for you. And it's because you don't have enough OV, overall volume. Well, why do you not have enough overall volume? It could be because you have a max leg. That's my story. I have a max leg, large max leg. And if you're part of my downline, you're probably on it if you're in here watching. And why do I have a max leg? Because I don't have enough leaders on my smaller legs. Well, why do I not have enough leaders on my small legs? Because I haven't built them up. I haven't built any leaders. So why haven't I built any leaders? Because went back to us, ourselves, I have no plan on how to build the leaders. See? Ask yourself why 5 times, and you'll get to the root of the reason why this is a problem. Simplify things is another way that you can enhance your problem solving skills. There's usually an easy and obvious solution. I think I'm about to keep my hand here to hold this up. You may not be comfortable with the solution of why it's a problem, of how simplify things. It's easy to point the fingers at others. Leaders can talk about not doing certain things, but here's how you can take control of things in our business, in paparazzi accessories. You can go to your back office, look on the resources tab, print out the leadership worksheet. And on the first page, Paparazzi literally gives you directions on how to complete the leadership worksheet. Because the number 1 person you're responsible for leading is you. And so the leadership worksheet does not have to be done by a leader to you. The leadership worksheet can be done by yourself for yourself because you're responsible for leading yourself to the promised land of your goals. Okay. Number 4 is list. You have a problem, list as many solutions as you can. This is how you become, you have the ability to enhance your problem solving skills. There's only one of the ways that Eric Worre says that you become a leader. So list as many solutions as you can to the problem. 5 whys may be more than one reason, but there are maybe more than one solution when you do the 5 whys. It's better to start working on one solution than none of them at all. I know this may not be you, but it's the consultant who's sitting beside you. It's the consultant who signed up under you. It's your sponsor. I know this is not you, but we have a problem. There's 6 solutions, and instead of doing any solution or trying one of the solutions, we don't try any because it's too much. So I'm saying pick one solution and try it and see if it fixes your problem. Think laterally. You can't dig a hole in the same place by digging it deeper. You can't dig a hole, you can't dig a hole in a different place by digging it deeper. Think about that. If you want to move from the point where you're at now to a different level of success, you can't do that by keep doing the same things where you're at now. Oh, I'm posting in my VIP group to the same people you were posting it into last month, to the same people you were posting it to last year. Oh, I'm going live to the same people who were there watching you last year because you haven't added any new Facebook friends. I know it's not you, it's me. What is everyone else doing? And then change it a little bit. So what did Delta's been around for a long time? American Airlines has been around for a long time. Who came along and changed the game? Southwest, Spirit, Frontier. They kept the basic winning concepts. They didn't decide to fly people in cars. Frontier is still flying people in airplanes. Spirit is still flying people in airplanes because that works. They can see that from Delta. They can see that from American Airlines. Southwest is still flying people in airplanes, but what can they enhance? Southwest decided, I know people complain about them Delta baggage. I know they're complaining about their American Airlines paying for bags. And those people aren't ever sitting in first class anyway. So they don't care about first class. They're never going to buy that ticket. So guess what Southwest did? Took away first class because the people who are flying Southwest will probably not be in Delta on a first class flight. So it's not important to them. They don't need first class option in Southwest. But they do need 2 bags to go visit their family in California, in Florida, in Ohio, in New York. They need 2 bags for their kids and themselves and the stuff that their family's going to give them to bring back to their house. They need 2 bags. They don't need first class. Spirit says these people would normally be on a Greyhound. They can afford a Greyhound ticket, but then they get there quicker than Greyhound. They're going for a funeral or they're going for something really quick. They don't need to check bags. They're doing a carry-on book bag and they're going to be there for a couple of days and they're coming back. So Delta doesn't offer something for them. And America doesn't offer something for them. Southwest doesn't offer something for them, but we got something for them over here. Now, Delta's not made for the Frontier people. And people on Spirit don't need Delta. So they didn't take away the airline passengers. They didn't take away seats if seats are needed. So think laterally. Stick to the basics that you know will help you succeed. Move this back on up. But don't recreate the wheel thinking that you can take away the basics of the business when you are trying to problem solve. And that's it. That's it. So I'm telling you, listen to what Eric Worre is saying. If you are ready to take your business to the next level, you're finally ready to invest in yourself. You're ready to go. You're at stage 1 and you're ready to go from 0 to 500, 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 10,000, 10,000 to 50,000, 50,000 to 80,000. I can't tell you what you need to do with your life, but if you want to follow in my steps, that was what I decided to do. I decided to take some classes from Eric Worre. I attended GoPro. And then when I made more money, I decided to go to the next level and I attended Accelerator. And when I made more money by putting into action the things I was taught, I decided to go and invest in Mastermind. So it is an investment, but listen, I'm telling you, it's worth it. 1, 2, 3 notebooks of information I've gotten from him, not including what I have digitally in this laptop on my Google Drive and the book. So I hope this was some great information. I hope you took notes. I didn't tell you to take notes, but I hope you took notes. I hope that you will apply those problem-solving steps to enhance your problem-solving skills, because problems are the one thing that is guaranteed in this life we live is that we will always have problems. And the people I know who succeed are the ones who don't let the problems hold them back, but instead learn how to be better problem solvers, to use those problems to accelerate themselves, their lives, their businesses, and their family. With that being said, thank you, Robin, for allowing me to come in here. I hate I can't be here live, but you gotta be blessed. Y'all be safe, and I'll see you on the other side of success with Paparazzi Accessories. And take notes. I want to know what Eric said. All right, bye, y'all.